Hi, I'm George Lee Miles, and what you are viewing is a short video being made as a requirement for social psychology class under the professorship of Dr. Soye Zaid Mohammed, known to us all as Dr. Z. I have developed creative life response theory, which is drawn from two theories referenced in the social psychology class, social psychology book, Dr. David G. Myers and Jean M. Twang in 2019. Number one theory I draw from is the theory of planned behavior. Isaac Aspinazin and Martin Fishburne has shown that attitudes and perceptions and sense of control determine behavior. An example is made of affirmative action, from which a series of emotions influencing attitudes and perceptions then determine how words and deeds, behavior are placed or played out in relation to social norms. Attitude is most important in that it plays a major role in fortifying the idea that self awareness can be a factor in establishing balance and stability. The theory of planned behavior also adopts from performance art the practice of acting out in front of a mirror, Carver and Scheider, 1981, while listening to a tape recording of one's own voice, offering an interpersonal reflection of oneself and the opportunity to focus on what may help in forming an attitude and in controlling behavior. Number two is self perception theory, assumes that our actions are self revealing. When uncertain of our feelings or beliefs, we look to our behavior as much as anyone else would. Do we, in fact, act out our way of thinking in a measure, or do we measure because of uncertainty, follow behavior in a manner as others do? We think our way into action based on the strength of influence around us, things that have become consistent, or the impact of powerful memory. Now, in each attitude, in such cases, attitudes turning into actions can become predictive. Knowledge and experience become less fluid, and our attitude and actions are so informed in this way. Creative life response theory assumes that mind and matter, energy and consciousness are immediately, intimately intertwined, and that a creative way of awareness can be helpful in ameliorating circumstances of fear, anger, depression, repression, confusion, and helplessness, positing all in a unified vision of life. Art is life. All life is art. All people are artists. I'm simply one of them. This was said by visual artist Bill Howell. Technique. The technique focuses on turning inward, shining a light with little or no external interjection on habits of mind, who we are, where we are, and what condition we're in. As in any study or experiment or practice, communication is the most important factor. So we begin with intense journal writing, the process beginning with now, which is starting a period log, becomes more than just a moment, but stretches back to near past, revealing a time of love, pain, or deprived of love. Starting off in the process, in present moment, we are placing ourselves in the past and future in particular situations that are at issue in our lives. Where am I now in my life? We begin first and foremost by closing our eyes and relaxing and quietly, inwardly feeling the movement of our lives as has been taking shape in the present period. So creative life response here begins to open a window, opportunity for expansion of two previous theories, and provides us a deeper look into how our lives are created and how we are responding at any given point in time. The facilitator counselor takes a Jungian approach. I must, for better or worse, give up all pretensions to superior knowledge, all authority to desire and influence. Gustav Carl Jung in the practice of psychotherapy. So we begin by creating a day, then create a life. Without judgment, preconception, we are able to study our own lives and conditions. Encouragement is to spend 10 to 15 minutes alone without distraction or interruptions, and it may at any time, if done daily, help in developing focus and concentration. We come to realize that there is a creative vacuum filled with untapped resources available to us to further explore inwardly that we may respond with thoughtfulness and control our response to what is experienced externally. The conversation begins with ourselves and we become more self aware. We may creatively respond externally. Know thyself.